Hi everybody, this is Liz with 143 Handmade, and this is the craft collaboration, Holiday Craft with Us, that is being hosted by Susan and Cherie, I'm not sure which way she prefers, but Susan is with Susan Hiles Art on YouTube, and Turquoise Dreaming is Cherie on YouTube. Their links will be below. So today, this week's prompt is Christmas journal card or notebook or gift list. So I played around making a few of these, but I've already have a mass make that's essentially these, only, not the Christmas one. So I decided to go ahead and play with some tags, and I have a few things laid out, ready to go. So I just thought we would start with this one, make a little scene with the my trees here. These are trees that I cut out of cardstock that wasn't exactly Christmassy, but I really liked the color and the silver embossing on it, and so I thought that even though it wasn't a Christmassy print, it would in fact work for Christmas stuff. So let's see, let's go ahead and start by grabbing my glue stick and gluing down this white paper onto the red cardstock, and it'll kind of look like, snowy hills in the background there. That's what we're going for. There we go. Might see my puppy knows her way in a little bit. Well, I keep calling her a puppy, but she's getting up there. She's almost a year old now. No, I know she's still very much a puppy. So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of sparkle. This is just some dollar store. It says tempera paint, but it's really much more like a glitter glue as opposed to a paint. But just, just using my finger. You could totally use a paintbrush if you don't want to get your finger in it. I don't mind getting messy. So this one will actually be a little easier because it's not on the paper already. I'll just add that little bit of sparkle to that top edge. Bring my glue mat back in. Here we go. Oh. Just a little bit of glue. And we'll put this one so it comes down quite a bit further. There we go. And then I'm just going to pick it up and just grab my scissors and use the line of the card to trim off this excess. And you could totally use a tearing ruler. I just find that when it's really gluey like this, that scissors tend to be the best way to go. Tearing sometimes gets weird in that situation. So, but yeah, see, just like that. Maybe just a tiny bit more sparkle right up here on this corner. There we go. Yeah. Just a tiny bit more sparkle right there along that edge. And then, here we go. And I have 3 Christmas trees. These are just freeform, just cut, hand cut out of that cardstock. There's 2 that match and then one that's slightly different, but they're all in the same colorway. They came out of the same paper pack. The bases, I have this hymnal that's quite old. I'm not sure it's quite antique, but it's very, very old. And it's very brittle, and so it falls apart quite easily, but I've taken some of that to be the bases, the trunks. That's the word, trunk. It's so funny once the camera comes on, some of the simplest words just escape you. I don't know what that is. But I'm going to go ahead and tuck these in like this. I hear my daughter trying to be very quiet as she leaves. Okay, my daughter's on her way to work now, so... But there we go. I think I have it laid out pretty much how I want it. So let me grab my Fabrifix. I'm going to stick this on. It kind of looked like a little moon to me. And I mean, yes, I did stamp those words on there, but I still thought it looked kind of like a little moon over there. And I'm not going to worry about gluing these down really, really harshly. Just doing a quick bit of glue down the center, leaving them face down for the moment so I can get them all glued and lay them down together. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and have this one hang off just slightly. Just off that edge there. I'll grab this one. I want this one to look like it's kind of sitting on there. So it's actually going to poke up just above. And then this one, get rid of some stringies. This one, we need to make sure it's down far enough so it doesn't cover up our moon. Yeah, there we go. And then just kind of tack them in, push them down. I think I'm just going to let that dry for a bit. And then I will come back and punch this hole. Actually, I can do that right now with my smaller one. This is the what is this? This is a crocodile. That's what it is. I also have the crocodile big bite. That's why I couldn't figure out what it was called for a second there. Just get that lined up with the existing hole. Repunch it. And then, oh, no, I need the bigger one. My bad. I don't really keep track of which ones are which, so I just always start with the small hole and then move up. So, let's see. And there we go. Yep, everything's lined up. Now we squish. And there we go. Okay. So now we're going to let that sit and dry while we work on something else. So that's one journal card down. See, I have this one as well. And this one I thought would be very simple. Just a couple of quick layers. I'm going to put that towards just the slightest of edge of the red that's showing. There we go. And then again, just, right down the center of that, because, I mean, it is just a journal card. It's not going to be, it's not a book you're going to be handling a lot. So there we go. And then I have a ton of stickers. I'll just pull some of these over. Let's see. What about that one right across the top? No, I don't like it across the top. If we add that there. Sorry I'm being so quiet. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I like that. There we go, and then we can even come in with our scissors and make this more of a tag. I don't mind if mine are wonky. I don't worry about that being precise. There we go, there's a small hole. So there's two, and then I have this third one that's all I've done is taken a piece of 4x6 cardstock, and I've this was a scrap piece that I just happened to lay on there, and it just looked like it fit so perfectly that I just went ahead and glued it down. And then I found these stickers, and I just thought these little snowmen were adorable. And I was thinking we could do some more mountains. You know, some rough, snowy edged mountains for our snowmen to sit on. And that would be just too cute. Let's see. Let's just do like right along this edge. And then if we go right along this edge, the two edges will be secured, and so wherever I end up deciding to place it, it will be fine. Excuse the fly, sorry. Like I've said before, I have pigs, my neighbors have cows. Flies are just a part of life out here. We have fly tapes up, we do all kinds of stuff every summer. It just is. So, there we go. And then let's see which. So now that we know what where the bottom actually is, let's see. What if we just put? Let's see. Yeah, and then we'll add like a word or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this guy. Stick him right there. And then I've got. Let's see. Just use the piece, I think. Let's add some sparkle. There we go. And then I have some really, I don't know where it is, but I have some really floofy white eyelash yarn that I will use for the dangle up here. Let me see if it's right here next to me. Well, let's see. The floofy eyelash yarn is not, but this is. Let's see. That could look cute. Let me find the end. It's coming, I swear. There it is. Let's see if we want to use that as the end. Yeah, that looks great, but I'm going to need a much larger hole. And this hole is definitely not going to be big enough for that yarn. So, yeah, I don't even think that hole's going to be big enough. So let me get out this is just a standard, it cuts at the regular holes like a binder size holes. I'm not sure what size hole it actually is, but there we go. See, it's much bigger. So, thread this in. Don't want to go too tall. There we go. And scissors would be helpful. And I'm gonna tie this like so. So, thank you very much for watching, hanging out with me today. Thank you to Susan and Cherie for hosting these open collabs. I cannot tell you how open they have been to helping me out, get my channel started. Greatly appreciate them. So, pulling that, and this just, it floofs out into this lovely mesh. So, there we go. And then on the back here, you know, this could be a beautiful, a to from tag. You could write the to from right there. You could write on the back, you know. So, let's see, I've got that one as well. This one, I don't think I can get this narrow enough to go into that hole though. But, I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's trim that there. And then we're going to try trimming it down the center. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now we've got it. I think. Maybe it's thin enough. Grab my little pokey tool. Let's see if I can push it on through there instead of grabbing like a needle to thread it through or something. Which that could work too, you know, if you had a big-eyed needle. But That looks cute too. It's a little shabby element. But if you didn't like that, you could easily go with the eyelash yarn. You know, there's all kinds of things you could do. I think I will probably go back and add a little bit more sparkle and things because I did get a little bit of glue right there. So I'll add something in the back to justify that. Let's see, it may just be some of these little stars. Let me just grab a few of those. Might try my silver ones though. So, all right, well, thank you very much for joining me. We created these 3 lovely little tags. It's great fun hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.